Have you ever heard of Hi Hi Puffy Ami Yumi? Well, Hi Hi Puffy Ami Yumi had a band episode called Yevenet de Joa. The theme song started playing in reverse, and now it's how it normally play. The episode started with Mr. Krabs paying Ami and Yumi around almost $500 for them to play a song called 2001 Nyavin song. Yumi wanted to play the song, but Ami did not. So Mr. Krabs beat her and a black guy, so she did, and they started playing the theme song. The lyrics were something really I didn't understand. But of course, when I flipped it, it said, "Die, die, die, join the Navy, join the Navy, join the Navy, die, die, die." The lyrics kept going over and over again. Then Ami said, 2001 666 420 69 24 25 360 no scope, and that's when she died. Yumi was then happy, and then she killed Mr. Krabs, who was watching the Navy show with an axe and the jam sprayed everywhere. As Ami then left the stage and moved to the cave where she lost her lives. Then the party pose jump scare came as the drone bomb played in the background. I used to work at Cartoon Network as a manager and as an animations guy. One day I stole a tape of Hi Hi Puffy Ami Yumi because I already stole like 20 copies of Dexter's Laboratory, the third Bad Dad cartoon. So I watched my favorite show because then one day I was going to watch The Simpsons new episode of season 12, New Kids on the Bleach. Then I noticed I slammed my tape onto the Puffy onto one of the new tapes. Somehow I watched it and there was the aftermath. I couldn't get into any sleep that night. All I could think about was that really disturbing thing meaning I joined at the Navy and Otis the cow killed me in the war. R.A.P. me. Press F in the comments chat. Otis did not kill me. He almost did, but if I was not saved by Plankton. Strong, soft mints guy and grade A under A. As for the tape, I sold it to a Rap Rats because I needed money for the Sergo's copy of Caillou Goes to Tesco. By the way, I got fired at my job from Cartoon Network and now working at a box factory. Well, that was very disturbing. I guess I could say that was very disturbing. Okay. And that, my little pretties, was I Puffy Ami Yumi, the band episode. A Hi Puffy and Ami Yumi lost episode creepypasta or funny pasta written by WilkinsSpongeBob. WilkinsSpongeBob, I want to thank you so much for the story. Now, to this story, I understand this. I'm going to be honest that this one says right here, and it's a funny pasta, and it's not needed to be taken seriously. So, I'm going to be honest. I know there was a lot of stuff I have to say about this, so I'm going to go with the positives. For one, the grammar was mostly good, even though I did spot a few grammar errors every now and then. Now, as the words that were playing, backwards, I kind of had a hard time, understanding what they meant now. So I kind of had to, say, okay, that's just weird. Now, and of course, basically, Ami and Yumi ended up performing a song that was really disturbing. I can definitely say it was why I didn't want to keep repeating that, because I was like, okay. Because that's just all they said, and then Ami started saying, stuff, and then all of a sudden she dies. Like, there was no reason how she was killed by Mr. Krabs, and of course in the show with the axe. So, and then there goes on the stage, and of course, this is the band episode. A person, says he used to work as an intern, and he was fired at the end. Okay. I kind of really need to, understand this. But one thing I can definitely say, why that I really do not think that this pasta, with its own self, was actually okay. This funny pasta was decent. I can definitely say that. I read another decent pasta today. So the things I did not mention in this story were either, I guess you could say, not necessary for me to say it, or I just didn't want to say it for, well, personal reasons you probably already know. But I could definitely say this pasta of its own self was, the grammar was good, was mostly good, and sentence structuring was good, and the paragraph structuring was good. The concept itself was pretty silly, because I can understand this is meant to be a funny pasta, so it's not meant to take a whole lot of, seriousness, so that's something I can definitely say that right now. Okay, and then the ending of Otis killing somebody, oh my goodness. Otis is a cow from the barnyard, and I am looking at the picture right now. How would he kill you? He's a cow. He's not gonna, he's not gonna murder anybody. He's a harmless cow. If he was a bull with horns, from that, I can definitely understand. But I understand this is a troll pasta, so it's not meant to make a whole lot of a whole lot of sense. But I can definitely understand, this pasta. I understand there was an attempt to come up with something different, and I can commend the author for doing something like that, and I was flattered that this person made a funny pasta, which is pretty cool in my opinion. However, there are a few things that I do have to say that were a little wrong with it. Now, for one thing, there were a few things that weren't really necessary. Now, you probably know this is on GoShiWiki, so that was probably why I was sitting there and, looking at it as okay, then I guess. Because, I was trying to get, a proper way to explain it, basically. I have a hard time trouble explaining it because, well, I have autism, but I'm trying to do my best I can. Okay. I think I'm gonna see right now what's going on, but the thing I could definitely say was that the story was actually decent. That I can definitely guarantee that the story was actually pretty decent in my point of view. It was actually pretty interesting in my opinion. However, there are a few things that I can definitely say that were, kind of little all over the place, Just to kind of, explain, it was a little all over the place. So, that's kind of a reason why I'm wanting to say that, because, it's just a little all over the place. But other than that, WilkinsSpongeBob, you did a pretty good job with the story, and I can definitely say there's a lot of time and effort put into the story, and I can definitely say that this story was actually pretty awesome in my opinion. This one was actually a pretty good funny pasta, but there are a few things that I would like to say that maybe you could fix up. Maybe have a little bit of a backstory and make it maybe a tiny bit longer. I understand it's a funny pasta or a troll pasta, but what I suggest is maybe, I don't have a problem with short stories. I don't. But they can be a pain over time. So that is something I could definitely understand, that. But other than that, the story was actually pretty good. And there was definitely time and effort put into the story, so I'm going to commend the author for doing that. But anyways, okay. I'm going to wrap up this review because this review is going long as it is. So, yeah. Like I'm going to say, this is simply my own personal opinion, and if you disagree with me, that's fine too. We're all entitled to our own opinions regards to these creepypastas, or funny pastas in this case, and this is simply my own personal thoughts. My final rating of the story would have to be I'm going to give this one a 8.5 out of 10. I'm giving it an 8.5 out of 10 because the grammar was good, the sentence structuring was good, same with the paragraph structuring. The concept was pretty interesting, even though there were a few cliches in there, which I can excuse. And there was a few things that were not really necessary to be put in, and that was kind of why I didn't say, too much about what was going on, because, I didn't think it was necessary. But other than that, the story was actually flat out amazing, and I could definitely say that the author did put his time and effort into the story, which is good. Now, anyways, what did you all think about this funny pasta? you all enjoy it? Did you all not? Also, what we have done personally to help make this story a lot better? Leave me know what your thoughts are down in the comment section down below. I'm the Queen of Lions. Thank you so much for watching today's episode. If you're brand new here to this channel, be sure to like, comment, subscribe because I make brand new videos every single day. Don't forget to ring the notification bell when I upload, so that way you guys will not miss an upload. And like always, I am going to be rolling the outro because I'm out of here. And I will be seeing you all next time in the next video. Peace